lady who you've already seen, Tracey Payne, and I read it and I put it in a bin. Who else has had someone do that to them? Since I've had to put it in the bin. And then she rang me, caught me by surprise, and I had a chat with her on the phone, and I found out that Tracey had 2 children similar ages to mine. So relating your story or someone else's story to the person you're speaking to is really, really important. You know, stories sell. People want to know about other people that are, you know, are doing it and that relate to them. So Tracey talked to me about her kids. They were very similar ages to mine too, and I kind of thought there might be something in it. She arranged to give me a call back, and I completely ignored the phone call because I talked myself out of it again. And then she caught me unawares again. She rang me at a time I wasn't expecting her. And we had another chat, and she'd sent me the, I think it was a video cassette back then. I think we were just kind of going on to DVDs, and we definitely didn't have the little video link that we have now on social media. So I decided I was going to do it, and Tracey arranged to come out and see me. Back then we used to buy the big starter kits in, a couple of £100, and you used to keep hold of them, and you'd have to go and drive and see somebody because they'd physically have to fill out a big sign-up form and join. So I told Tracey I was going to join. She was prepared to drive the 2 hours to sign me up, and I was going to be out. How bad is that? So when people do it to me, it's like karma. So luckily, Tracey's sponsor, Helen Organ, rang me up and said, I need your credit card details, you need to pay for this kit before I'm coming. So I was going to be in then because I just forked out 185 quid. It doesn't work like that anymore, it's so different now, but that's kind of how I came into the business. So Tracey and Helen came to see me. I'm at home with Tasha, 6 months old, and I'm thinking, what on earth have I got started with? Did anyone else feel like that when they joined? They were like, is it just me? Was I the only one that was overwhelmed? I was completely overwhelmed and wondering what on earth have I done. Yes, you as well. It took me 3 months to get that first bonus check. Now, it isn't because the business didn't work 11 years ago when I joined. It was because Tracey Payne didn't work properly. That's the difference. I didn't follow the system. I kind of did what Tracey told me, but not really. Back then you used to buy all your catalogues to top them back up again, and I was most definitely not buying any more catalogues. So before I knew it, I was working with about 50 catalogues. Can you imagine trying to build a customer base? I was building it on foot. I didn't go to any meetings. Eventually, Tracey got me to go to a meeting down the road that the lovely Jeff and Fiona used to run, and it was plugging myself into that. They used to run it every 2 weeks. That kept me going. I started listening to the CDs that Tracey was sending me. I started picking up and reading the books, and it was getting along to the events that changed up here. And once I changed up here and learned the things that I needed to do, the business changed completely. And within 7 months, I became a gold distributor. So did what Tracey showed you there on the boards, that step 3. Qualified for my first free 5-star holiday to Cannes. We had an amazing time. Met Harvey through the business, and together we've gone on to build this amazing Shooting Stars team that we're so incredibly proud of. Last year we turned over nearly £500,000, which just blows me away. So exciting. We've been on, seven all expenses paid, free 5-star holidays with Clean Easy, and we were absolutely thrilled to accept the £10,000 that they wanted to give us a few days ago, and that's down to just the amazing team that we've built and the work that we've done. So it's really just to say, do you know what, guys, it's available for everybody. If I can take 3 months to earn 273 quid and go on and build a business that we've built now, anyone can do it. Anyone can do it. Plug yourself in to everything from day one. Plug your team into everything from day one, and they'll do absolutely fantastic. So what I want to just spend 20 minutes with you doing is giving you some tips for building your team. Who's interested in increasing their income and building their team? Most of the room. Excellent. So I'm going to give you some tips. Now, I'm sure there won't be anything here that you haven't heard before, but you know, it's great to get a refresher, isn't it? And do you know what? This is old school stuff I'm going to teach you. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and give you loads of technical online savvy tips. They're out there and they work. I'm going to give you old school today. I'm going to teach you and go through with you all the things that we did in the early days that built our business, and the things that will still build your business today. Do you know what? Sometimes even more so, because a lot of people aren't doing them anymore. Take advantage of that and go and find those people. So, one of the most powerful ways to start building your team is warm market. A warm market is people that you already know. Okay, whether you know them really, really well or whether you just know them to say hello to. Could be the mums down at the playground, it could be the person who serves you when you go and get your coffee in the morning, it could be the postman, it could be a parcel force delivery driver. There's so many different people that you already know. Warm market training is a whole training in itself, but I don't have the time for that today. But why do you want to recruit your warm market? They already trust you, hopefully. They already like you, hopefully. You've already got a relationship with these people. In our experience, everyone that's joined through our warm market, they've never, ever, ever turned around to us and said, "What on earth did you show us this business for? I'm making money and it's blinking awful." Do you know what? They've all turned around and said, "Thank you. Thank you for sharing that with us. Thank you for showing that to us." So if you genuinely want to help the people that you care about, share this business with them. Now, what I recommend you do is get your hands on that CD set or that book. Is anyone who's listened, who's read the book yet? I know quite a few of our team have, so yeah. There's probably 2 or 3 copies of the CD on the tools table still. It's absolutely fantastic, and I wish I'd got this when I first came into the business 11 years ago. Please, please, please get a copy of it if you haven't got it. It talks you through the 5 levels of formality. It talks you through the 5 different ways of talking to your warm market, because how you're going to talk to your brother or your cousin or your best friend is very different to how you're going to talk to somebody that's serving you a coffee in the local coffee shop. And where a lot of people make those early day mistakes is they try and talk to their friends and family with this really posh voice and let me show you my business. And you don't, and you just put them off straight away. And then they can be too over familiar with people that they've just met and blurt their business all over them, and yet they haven't built a relationship or a rapport. So what this CD does, and it's told in a story about a guy who's joined networking and who makes all those mistakes, and then it just takes you through his journey and how he's taught 5 different ways to speak to his warm market. And if you haven't got it, I say again, please get it. It is flipping awesome and it will absolutely blow you away. The other way, of course, is using online. Most people these days are on social media, they're on Facebook, you've connected with your warm market. When we get people started in the business, we help them set up their Facebook group. Who do you add? All your friends and family. So you've got a lot of people that you're connected with online. And one of the ways that we've brought people into our team and shared this business is by them naturally being in our selling group. So do make sure in your selling groups that you do pop a regular recruitment post in there. So make sure you're doing that on a weekly basis, because there's always new people looking and people will see the posts at different times. So they may have missed the one that you did 2-3 weeks ago, but they may just catch the one that you do tomorrow. So make sure you're doing it regularly. Something simple there, like the instant message. Another way that we've brought some fantastic people in, and in fact one of mine and Harvey's gold distributors came through the direct message technique. And it was a friend of mine who I knew from a friend. I didn't know her very well. I'd been out with her within a group environment, and she was a nurse. And I dropped her a message and I just said, "Hi Emma, how's things?" Caught up with her and just said, "Will you do me a favour? You know loads of people. Will you just share this video around your friends? I'm just trying to find a few more people who might want to make a bit of extra money working from home." And she just sent me a Facebook thumbs up. You know those blue thumbs up? And that was it. But you know what? A couple of hours later, she messaged me back and says, "I've just had a watch of your video. I don't know if I've got time, but I might be interested." So she came up for a coffee and she left with a starter kit. And she's now a gold distributor in our business. From one message to somebody I didn't know very, very well. So is it worth doing that?
Yeah.
Do 5 a day. It will take you all the way. 5 a day, that's it. And timeline. Your Facebook profile is a massive place where people are going to see what you're doing. Now, please don't spam your business all over your Facebook profile, because you'll lose more followers than anything else. Share it, it should be the 80-20 rule. 80% lifestyle, 20% business. So putting up, make sure you get some pictures from tonight. Put a post up on your Facebook saying you've been at this fantastic meeting, the host was amazing. Share some pictures, because it's that people are genuinely interested in what you're doing. So just sharing it in that way, a room full of all these people working from home, is really, really powerful. So make sure your Facebook profile and your Facebook newsfeed is a really good version of you. Please do not air your dirty laundry all over Facebook. Who sees people doing that? Oh, gosh. It will kill any chance you've got of building a team on Facebook. Just before Facebook, what did people do when they were having a bad day? They just had a bad day. And then they might ring their mum or something if they want. Now they just put it on Facebook. Don't do it. Okay, don't do it. What about texting people? That works. Yeah, texting, WhatsApping, sending out a text to all the people that you're not connected with on social media. Just asking them to have a look at the video. Pass it on for you. WhatsApp's fantastic as well. You can start sharing success stories on WhatsApp. It's all free. We use that loads with team building. Okay, cards, flyers, hot pockets, old school. Here's some examples of flyers and business cards. You can pick these up. We tend to use Big's Web Shop, or what's the other name for it? It's Barney's. Barney's, isn't it? So it's Clean Easy Printing. That's it. It goes to the same place. They'll do all your cards and flyers and everything for you. It's definitely the most cost-effective firm around that we've found. We've not found anywhere that does them as well, as fast, or as cheap. So get on and make sure you've got these things with you. If you're out blanket dropping right now, if you're putting catalogues through letterboxes, when you pick your catalogues up, you should be putting a flyer in the letterbox. Every time. Why would you not? People's circumstances change all the time. Do you want to recruit your customers? Yes. Yes is the answer. Some people say, no, I want their order. No, 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 you want them to join your business. Somebody who orders £20 with you every couple of months could go on to be somebody that builds a £250,000 business. Which one do you want?
They'll still order themselves anyway, won't they?
I still make them order. You want your customers. The great thing with your customers is they like the products. They know people buy, don't they? Yeah. So you want your customers. So make sure you're flyering who's had customers that have joined somebody else. We have. We've had people who's had customers who's a family member or their daughter or their son has joined Clean Easy, not in your team. Yeah. So make sure you put in your recruitment stuff out there. Business cards, leave them everywhere you go. Leave a paper trail. We used to go and do loads of carding when the kids were really little. We used to go through the shopping centre. Abby, you might remember this because we used to do this with your mum and dad quite a lot. And before the team grew so big. And we used to go to like a big shopping centre. And a lot of the shops have their baskets outside the shop. So we'd be walking along and just sneakily throwing these cards in the baskets, trying not to be obvious. Thomas, my little lad then, would be running behind going, Mum, you dropped these! We used to go and stand outside the train station and give cards or flyers to everybody that was coming off the platform. We go to car booths and walk up and down and just hand out flyers, stand at the end of the aisles, and as people are walking around, oh, have you had one of these? Have you had one of these? Have you had one of these? Go and talk to all the stall holders. There's 1,000,001 things you can do. Get together in your little teams and go out and have an activity session. Go out for the afternoon and have a bag of chips on the way home. That's how we built our business, doing all of those things. Shop adverts. There's a few shop adverts on the tools table. Pick them up and pay for them as you leave. Don't just pick them up and pay for them. They're really, really cheap. 10p. What shops? Any shops. The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. Give your shop ads to all of them. They'll all, and go into like your local takeaway. Yeah, I'm hungry now. Go into your local takeaways and leave little bundles of business cards on the counter. Rob Foster taught us to go around all the takeaways on a Friday, Saturday night when people, we go and we leave them in our local chip shop. Flyers and cards and all sorts of things. Your local hairdressers. Go into your shops and ask them, what I do when I go into the shop is I say, oh, I'm just doing some recruiting in the local area, helping some local people get back into work. They can come and spend more money in your shop then. Can I pop this in your window? And they all go, oh yeah. Make sure you've got some blue tack on you. And if they're really busy, they don't ask, just stick it up and leg it. Just get out there and do all of those things. Dayglow badges, so there's a load of recruitment badges on the tools table as well. If you wear them a little bit wonky donkey, because then you see people going, just remember you're wearing one, otherwise you'll be like, what are you looking at? So wear your badges, they're a conversation starter. That's what you want, yeah? So put them on Harvey puts them on all his coats and then they all go in the washing machine. So we have to have like 20 of them at home. But wear the badges. Gavin Scott joined. Gavin Scott, for those that don't know him, most of us in the room are part of Gavin's team. He's had checks of over £45,000 a month. He joined from a badge. He wants to wear a badge now. If you haven't got one, they're on the tools table, 75p. Wear badges. Oh, there you go. There's some there as well. So they're just conversation starters. That's all you're trying to do. They're great to wear. Those of you that pick your kids up from school, that still do like playground thing, and they're great to wear for all the mums to see. They're great if you're going shopping.
What are you going to say, pin them on the kids?
Well, yeah, I used to put mine on my daughter's school bag. So all of those things work. Car adverts. Who's got an advert on their car?
Need new ones.
Excellent. If you haven't got a car, then just give it to someone else and put on their car. But again, you can buy the magnetic signs from Bid's web shop. I don't know whose that car is. I just saw it on Google. Is it anyone's in here? Is that your car? We've got our car sign written up as well. You know, the great thing with having it on your car is it's advertising for you everywhere you go. If you're driving up the motorway to an event, or you're driving to work, or you're going to visit relatives, your car is advertising. And you don't mind being stuck in traffic then, because they're all car advert. You'll start to park strategically when you go to the supermarket, making sure that everyone's got to walk past your car. You won't be parking right at the front of the supermarket anymore. You'll be parking at the back, so all the people have got to come past it. You'll be parking on your drive with your car sign out onto the road. He's very technical with parking to make sure the sign's being shown. Stickers. You will become a lover of junk mail. We want your junk mail. Do you know why you want it? Because a lot of it comes with free prepaid envelopes. And what you want to do is stick one of your business cards or a flyer in the prepaid envelope, put it back in the letterbox. Imagine that poor person whose job it is to open all these envelopes all day. And then they get your business card. You could change someone's life. And don't cost you anything. And then there's a company, MGN Labels, that do these Dayglow stickers. And if you put them on any envelope that's leaving your house, a piece of mail passes about 6 pairs of hands before it gets to the destination. And we've had people go on our website and fill their details in, and they've literally seen our postman, and they've seen our Dayglow stickers. We put them everywhere. When we used to send in the kids dinner money and all those things, it all went in an envelope with a business card and a sticker on it. Everything. So start going through your junk mail, sending out as many of those prepaid envelopes as you can. I remember a few years ago now, when you used to send off your camera films to be developed, and service stations used to have all the free packs. And we robbed a load of those and put business cards in and sent them all back to the camera company. So there's loads of things you can do like that. So junk mail's fantastic. Internet and Facebook, we've talked about Facebook in terms of warm market. It's also a fantastic platform for just advertising in general. So all your buy and sell groups, all your people who are job hunting. What about putting adverts in wedding groups? Who's looking to make some extra money to pay for the wedding? What about the mums and toddler groups, the baby groups? Any mums in here that are looking for a way of making some extra money? Tailor your adverts to your marketplace. Okay, but it's a fantastic platform for recruiting. And then there's loads of job sites. Don't just rely on Facebook for your internet advertising. Go on all the job sites. Don't just look for people who are looking for work. Look for people who are advertising that work's wanted. Especially with Gumtree, there's a lot of work wanted adverts. You can reply back to them and say, oh, I don't have the carpentry work that you're looking for, but I do have something else. So you can do a lot of that. You can go through the papers and respond to people who are advertising work wanted and offer them your opportunity. Texting other adverts. There's a couple of adverts there. You might not want to text that one. But your local paper has loads of advertisements of items for sale. Most of them are going to have mobile numbers. Just text them. You read them now, haven't you? It's making you giggle. Just checking you can read. Text the people that are advertising stuff for sale. Text the people. There'll be loads of businesses advertising in your local papers, and most of them will have mobile numbers. Text them. Who gets free texts on their phone? Most people now. It doesn't cost you a penny. Just a bit of your time. So get all your local papers. What about when you go around your supermarkets and they have all the posters and things up? Most of them have got, just be a collector of mobile numbers and text them all. You just never know where it's going to lead to. And we've had people come back to us and join. We've had other things back as well, but most of them come back and join. What can they do? It's a mobile number. So for sale adverts, jobs wanted, local businesses, events, all those sorts of things. Anything with a mobile number. Team advertising pool. So within the Star Group, we have a team advertising pool that runs. And when you all pull the money in together, you get much better buying power. So find out what your upline does if they run an advertising pool. Where that's great is it guarantees you a certain amount of leads. So you have a certain amount that you buy every month. It's very, very time efficient. If you don't have huge amounts of time to be doing lots of carding and flyering and shop ads, do all of those things while you're out and about, but not everyone has more time for that. So make sure you've got plenty of leads coming through where you're guaranteed a certain number. And it makes it very consistent. You know you're going to have so many through, and we get a lot of genuine lookers, people who are genuinely looking for work or work from home. So do find out which ad pools your upline's running and get involved in those. Do enough retail to fund your advertising to grow your business. Information to customers, we've already talked about that. Do make sure you're talking to your customers as well. You know, hand out, if you've got mobile numbers for your customers, let them have a look at the video online. Let them know that you're recruiting when they're paying for their goods. Is there anyone in their family that would be interested? Because we've done that and we've found out that, yeah, they have got children that are looking for something and they've joined our team. And they could join someone else's team if you don't ask them. 3-foot rule, one of my favourite ones now, and the 5 levels of formality will give you this fantastic script for doing the 3-foot rule. So the 3-foot rule is just talking to somebody who is within 3 foot of you. So it could be that you have gone out for a meal and the waitress has just been really, really lovely. So how about when she's serving you and you get chatting to her and you just say, by the way, I'm a recruiter for my company and we're looking for good people like you. If I could show you a way of earning more money part-time without affecting your job here, would you be interested in taking a look? How many do you think are going to say yes? So that I'm a recruiter for my company wording works really, really well. It makes you look really credible. You are really credible. But a lot of people, in my experience, a lot of people stumble over what words to use. So if you can give that to your new people, if you can use that, you could be in the supermarket and you really like the lady who's serving you. If they're really grumpy and miserable, do you want them? But if you think, oh, well, I'd love to have them in my team, it can be used in any situation whatsoever. Have some business cards on you and just take, if the opportunity's there, just get their number. Say, I know you're at work at the minute, just jot me your phone number down on there. What time do you get off? And I'll give you a ring later. And then when you ring them, you have a quick chat, get their email address or text them across the video link. It's so easy to do. So learn that. Learn that. Get that 5 levels of formality because it will show you how to do that. But that's really, really powerful. And that's it, guys. You know, teamwork makes the dream work. There's so many people out there right now that are looking for our business. So please don't just rely on one recruiting method. Use all the rods in the pond, because you'll attract lots of different people to your business. Just out of interest, who in the room joined from a business card or a flyer? Pop your hands up. A couple of you. Who joined through an online advert? Who joined from Walmart? Someone they knew. Did anyone join from a badge? Anyone join from a 3-foot rule? Who joined from the newspaper? Have I missed it? Anyone else? Car advert? Customer? Wanted slip for customers. So if we'd only just done flyers, 3/4 of the room wouldn't have been recruited. So you've got to make sure you're doing loads of different ones, okay? Do the ones that you like doing to get comfortable, and then just keep adding in more and keep adding in more. And just go out there and build a massive team, guys. Thank you very much.